All right, guys, let's have an honest conversation. So I'm listening to some guys on YouTube, doing their podcasts, and they're saying to men, don't get married, date multiple women at the same time, sleep around with a bunch of women to build up your sexual experience, and treat women like trash. But at the same time, they're telling women not to sleep around because men don't like women with a high body count. So I'm thinking about this and I'm saying, wait a minute. So if you're telling the men to sleep around with a bunch of women, but you're telling the women men don't want women who sleep around, so they should not sleep around with a lot of men, then who are these men going to sleep with? Because if you're telling the women don't sleep around and you're telling the men sleep around, if the women listen to you and don't sleep around, who are the men going to sleep with? It makes absolute no sense. It is nonsense. The Bible is clear. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. Meaning, happy is the man that does not follow the advice of ungodly people. Anyone who is saying to us men to go sleep around with a bunch of women, date multiple women at the same time, don't get married, treat women like trash, that is an ungodly person giving you ungodly advice. Stay as far away from that person and those advice as possible. Ungodliness. The Bible is clear. Fornication is a sin, meaning sex before marriage. Everything these guys are saying about dating multiple women and sleeping around and all that nonsense, ungodly, sinful. Sinful. These people seems like they're agents of the devil, doing the devil's work and they don't even realize it. You're telling people to go and sin against God, sin against their own body. Look, the Bible says, woe to the world because of offenses must come. But woe to the man by whom the offenses come. What are these offenses? Ungodly things. So woe to the world because, look, evil people are here and they're going to say and do evil things. So woe to the world because of offenses, the evil that is in the world, because the evil must come, but woe to those by whom the evil come. So these men who are giving people bad advice and encouraging them to do evil, it's not going to be good for them on the day of judgment. And whether or not we believe in God doesn't change the fact and reality that God exists. Even the Bible tells us that God has appointed a day to judge the world. He's coming back, he's coming to judge. Guys, be careful who you listen to, who you take advice from. Be careful, because some of these people are agents of the devil and they don't even know. They are doing the devil's work and they have no idea. They're ignorant. Some of them may know, but I believe some of them are ignorant. They're deceived, thinking they're saying something good and doing something good, not realizing they're leading people away from God. And the consequences of doing that is going to be severe. Jesus spoke numerous times about hellfire and the furnace of fire for those who live in disobedience to God. Many times he spoke about this hell and hellfire and furnace of fire. And if Jesus is talking about it, this is a real place. And he's clear. He says, on the day of judgment, the wheat, meaning those who are living in obedience to God, will be gathered into his barn. And the tares, those who are living in disobedience to God, will be bundled up and burned in the furnace of fire. Be careful out there, guys. Do not take advice from ungodly men. It's not going to end well for you. God says we should love our neighbor as we love ourselves. We should love women, women should love men, and we should treat each other with respect, love, and encourage each other to follow the will of God. Marriage and family, not sleeping around. Marriage and family. Be careful out there, guys. Be careful who you listen to. God bless you all.